What's the most uncomfortable situation you've ever found yourself in? Accidentally walked into the wrong family's holiday dinner. Knocked on what I thought was my friend's door. Someone opened it. I walked straight in saying, "Sorry, I'm late," and started taking my coat off before realizing I didn't recognize a single person in the room. 8 people staring at me in complete silence. I said, "Wrong house," and left. Never mentioned it to anyone for years. Went in for a handshake. They went for a hug. We invented a new martial art. I accidentally replied all to a work email ranting about my boss to the entire company mailing list. When I realized that my bathing suit no longer fit and some of my essential areas kept coming out. I once asked a random girl for her number. Turns out she wasn't random. She was my ex's friend. She had lost weight and I hadn't seen her in about a year and didn't recognize her. I once accidentally congratulated my boss on a promotion that he didn't get. Awkward silence for days. My cousin's telling her boyfriend to make my back feel better, and I told her no, and yet he went to rub my back and he immediately put his hands down the back of my pants when her back was turned, and I punched him hard as I could in his back, and she asked me what happened, and I told her nothing until months later, when she finally broke up with him. Getting humiliated in front of my family. 'Cause my ex shared our flirting conversations. My most uncomfortable moment was when I blew up all the ligaments in my knee. I laid on the ground screaming for about 3 minutes. Asking a woman when she was due, when she was not pregnant. Worst feeling in the world. Shitting myself. When best mate and his girlfriend started kissing passionately and breathing heavily while I was in the room. When I, while in the 7th grade, came home from school to find my dad had gone through my room and found my diary, I had hidden it with my underwear, and read the entire thing. He yelled at me and threatened to go to my school and confront a girl I had a crush on. When I get attached to someone because I have attachment issues, and then immediately get embarrassed because I realize how noticeable it is. Loudly crying face. Ran into an old friend from college. Couldn't remember her name for 10 minutes. She was calling me by mine the whole time. I just kept saying, "Hey, you." Many things. But if we are more going for funny things, I'd say the time I knocked on my older brother's door only for me to hear creaking of the bed and silence. I realized him and his girlfriend were having their private time. I then turned around to my younger stepsister and mouthed, "I think they're having sex." Going back to school, after cutting all my hair off, it was 8th grade. And 2 weeks before COVID hit. Yeah, I was going through it at home. Now I don't talk to my dad or stepmom anymore. Getting off a packed commuter train in the late afternoon and throwing up into a garbage bin in front of everyone. I was in serious kidney pain, but I doubt anyone thought that. My new high-heeled shoes hurt so damn much that I took them off and walked barefoot all around the place. The way people stared made me want to get swallowed by the ground, but the pain was insane to go back to wearing them. Family visit supervisor. Goodbye visits. Court-ordered final visit with child before all parental rights were revoked. Were always difficult. One visit was scheduled on a Sunday when no one else was present. Dad was upset and become threatening toward me. He told me he had a gun and could kill me at any time. I believed him. I managed to talk him down and get him out of the office. As soon as he walked out, I locked the door and called 911. Social work can really suck at times. I was inside the pharmacy and my wife waiting inside our car. I got in the car looking at the receipt and I hear, no. It was not our car, and that lady looked scared, faced with tears of joy. I was 16 and was making out with my then GF. Her parents knew I was there, but didn't know we were dating. Her mom walks in and says, "What are y'all doing?" Knowing damn well what we was doing. To make it worse, we were high. So Stomy gets off the bed, puts my shoes on as her mom stands there, hands on hips, and said, "Your ride's here. About time you get going, huh?" I left and never saw her again after that. Zoom interview during a blackout. Walked to a cafe, bought coffee with my last cash, then load shedding hit there too. Didn't get the job. Got a free refill though. Met this cute emo girl on MySpace. We went out to the art museum. We were like 17, 18s. Driving her home, she asks me which house on the block do I think is hers. I guess a few wrong. And then I see a house with a wheelchair ramp. It's not that one because you're not a cripple. She stops smiling and says back to me, that is my house. That is the ramp we built for my dad when he was sick right before he died. Didn't talk to her much after that.
Mes enfants qui sortent innocemment les conneries qu'on a balancées à table avec leur père sur des potes devant eux. Le malaise? Ne jamais rien dire devant ses enfants. Ces petites choses ne sont pas du tout des êtres de confiance.